Success is never created in the bright lights where everyone can see it. It is created in the quiet moments when the world is asleep and you are still working. It is built in the early mornings when you choose to rise before the sun. It is built in the late nights when your body wants to rest, but your dream refuses to let you stop. People celebrate the victory, but they rarely understand the journey that came before it. They see the finished product, but they never see the countless hours of preparation. They admire the confidence, but they never witness the fear that had to be conquered. They respect the achievement, but they never experience the sacrifices that made it possible. Every great success begins in a place where nobody is watching. It begins in the silence where there is no applause and no audience. This is the place where character is developed and where discipline becomes stronger than emotion. Anyone can work hard when they know they will receive recognition. Anyone can stay motivated when people are cheering for them. The true test of commitment is whether you continue moving forward when there is no reward waiting at the end of the day. The strongest people are not driven by attention. They are driven by purpose. They understand that the work they do today will become the life they live tomorrow. There will be many days when you question yourself. You will wonder if your effort is making any difference. You will feel like everyone else is moving ahead while you remain unnoticed. In those moments, it becomes easy to believe that your hard work is meaningless. Yet, those are the moments that define your future. Growth often happens so slowly that you cannot recognize it while it is taking place. A tree does not become strong overnight. Its roots grow deep beneath the ground, long before anyone admires its height. In the same way, your strength is being built long before the world notices your success. The greatest mistake people make is believing that success happens suddenly. They see someone standing at the top and assume the journey was easy. They never see the years of learning, the endless practice, the painful failures, or the lonely nights spent improving one small step at a time. Every successful person has faced moments of doubt. Every successful person has experienced rejection, disappointment, and fear. The difference is that they refused to let those moments become the end of their story. They kept showing up even when progress felt invisible. Discipline becomes your greatest companion when motivation disappears. Motivation is powerful, but it is temporary. It changes with your emotions and your circumstances. Discipline remains even when excitement fades. It reminds you that your commitment is more important than your feelings. It teaches you to continue the work because your future depends on the choices you make today rather than the emotions you experience in the moment. Every time you keep your promise to yourself, you build confidence that cannot be taken away. There is incredible power in becoming comfortable with working without recognition. When your goal is personal growth instead of public approval, you become unstoppable. You no longer need permission to chase your dreams. You no longer depend on praise to continue your journey. Your focus shifts from proving something to other people toward becoming the best version of yourself. That mindset creates lasting success because it is built on an unshakable foundation. Remember that the darkness is not your enemy. It is your training ground. It is the place where your habits are formed, your resilience is strengthened, and your vision becomes clear. One day, the world may celebrate everything you have achieved, but never forget that the applause was earned long before anyone started clapping. It was earned in the silent hours through consistent effort, unwavering faith, relentless discipline, and the courage to keep going when nobody was watching. That is where real success is born. Every setback enters your life with a purpose. even if that purpose is impossible to understand in the moment. Most people see failure as the end of the road, but in reality, it is often the beginning of a stronger journey. The moments that break your plans often build your character. The doors that close force you to search for paths you would never have considered. The disappointments that leave you questioning everything often become the reason you discover your greatest strength. What feels like punishment today may become the greatest preparation for the life you are meant to live tomorrow. Life has a way of teaching lessons that comfort never can. When everything is easy, there is very little reason to grow. When everything goes according to plan, there is little opportunity to become wiser. It is during the difficult seasons that you discover who you truly are. It is during moments of uncertainty that courage begins to develop. It is during painful experiences that patience becomes real. Every challenge demands a stronger version of yourself, and every obstacle invites you to rise above the person you were yesterday. Many people give up because they believe that failure is proof they are not capable. They allow one mistake to define their entire future. They allow one rejection to convince them that they are not worthy of success. They allow one difficult season to destroy years of dreams. The truth is that failure is not a final decision about your future. It is simply information. It shows you what needs to improve. It reveals where you need more knowledge, more discipline, and more experience. It points toward growth instead of defeat if you are willing to learn from it. Think about every successful person you admire. None of them reached the top without facing rejection. None of them avoided disappointment. None of them escaped moments of fear, doubt, or uncertainty. The difference is that they refused to let temporary defeat become permanent surrender. They understood that every setback carried a lesson, and every lesson made them stronger. Instead of asking why something happened to them, they asked what they could learn from it. That simple change in perspective transformed obstacles into opportunities. Rejection often feels personal, but it is rarely the end of your story. Sometimes rejection protects you from a path that would never have fulfilled your purpose. Sometimes it redirects you towards something greater than you imagined. A closed door does not mean your dream has ended. It may simply mean the right door has not opened yet. The strongest people continue knocking because they believe that persistence will eventually lead them where they belong. They understand that timing matters just as much as talent. Pain has a unique way of shaping the human spirit. It teaches empathy because you understand what struggle feels like. It teaches humility because you realize that success is never guaranteed. It teaches gratitude because you begin to appreciate every opportunity that comes your way. Without difficult experiences, many of the qualities that create lasting greatness would never develop. Strength is not created through comfort. It is created by overcoming resistance again and again until resilience becomes part of who you are. There will be moments when your progress feels invisible. You will wonder if your effort matters. You will question whether your dream is worth the sacrifice. Those are the moments that require faith more than certainty. You must believe that every lesson, every challenge, and every difficult day is preparing you for responsibilities you are not yet ready to carry. The person you are becoming is more important than the success you are chasing because success without character rarely lasts. Never measure your life by the number of times you fall. Measure it by the number of times you choose to stand again. Every time you rise after disappointment, you become stronger than before. Every time you continue after failure, you build confidence that cannot be purchased or borrowed. Every challenge leaves behind wisdom that no classroom can teach and no shortcut can provide. One day you will look back at the hardest chapters of your life and realize they were never meant to punish you. They were preparing you to handle the success you once prayed for with strength, wisdom, humility, and unwavering determination. Your purpose will always ask more from you than your comfort ever will. Comfort tells you to stay where everything feels safe and familiar. Purpose invites you to step into places where nothing is guaranteed. Comfort encourages you to avoid risk and protect yourself from disappointment. Purpose challenges you to grow beyond your fears and become the person you were created to be. Every meaningful achievement begins the moment you choose purpose over convenience. That choice is never easy because comfort offers immediate peace, while purpose demands patient sacrifice and unwavering commitment. The road toward a meaningful life is rarely crowded because most people choose what is easy instead of what is necessary. They remain inside routines that feel secure, even though those routines keep them from reaching their true potential. They wait for perfect conditions before taking action. They hope confidence will appear before they make a decision. They expect certainty before they take the first step. The people who transform their lives understand that certainty rarely comes before action. They move forward even while they are afraid because they know courage grows through movement rather than waiting. There will be seasons when your journey feels lonely. The people around you may not understand your vision. Some may question your decisions while others may laugh at your ambitions. There will be moments when you feel like giving up because the silence becomes heavier than the noise of doubt. During those moments, remember that every remarkable journey includes periods of isolation. Great dreams often require time away from distractions. They require moments of quiet where your character can grow stronger than the opinions of others. Loneliness does not mean you are on the wrong path. Sometimes it simply means you are walking a road that very few people are willing to travel. Difficult days are not signs that your purpose has disappeared. They are proof that your purpose is worth fighting for. Every worthwhile goal demands endurance. Every meaningful dream requires sacrifice. There will be mornings when you wake up without excitement. There will be nights when exhaustion makes you question everything you have worked for. There will be setbacks that seem unfair and obstacles that appear impossible to overcome. Those moments are not designed to stop you. They are designed to reveal how deeply committed you truly are. Uncertainty is one of the greatest tests of faith. The future rarely reveals itself all at once. You often receive only enough light to take the next step. That can feel uncomfortable because the human mind wants guarantees. It wants clear answers and immediate results. Yet life does not always work that way. Sometimes you must continue walking before you can understand where the road is leading. The people who achieve extraordinary things are not those who have all the answers. They are the ones who continue moving even when many questions remain unanswered. Every step outside your comfort zone expands your confidence. Confidence is not created by waiting until fear disappears. Confidence grows every time you face fear and refuse to let it control your decisions. The first step may feel impossible. The second step may still feel uncertain. Eventually, those steps become habits, and those habits become the foundation of a new life. Growth is rarely dramatic in a single moment. It is the result of countless small decisions made with consistency and determination. Your purpose is connected to something greater than temporary comfort. It calls you to become stronger, wiser, kinder, and more resilient than you are today. It asks you to develop qualities that cannot be built through an easy life. Patience is developed during delays. Courage is discovered during fear. Strength is revealed during hardship. Wisdom is gained through experience. Every challenge becomes part of your preparation, and every difficult season shapes the person you are becoming. Never allow temporary comfort to steal a lifetime of possibility. The easy path may protect you from struggle today, but it may also keep you from discovering the greatness that exists within you. Your purpose deserves your best effort, even when progress is slow and recognition is absent. Keep moving forward when the road feels empty. Keep believing when results are invisible. Keep working when nobody notices. One day you will realize that every lonely mile, every difficult season, and every uncertain moment was shaping a life filled with meaning, impact, and lasting success. The greatest rewards belong to those who refuse to stop walking, simply because the journey became hard. Success is never handed to those who wait for the perfect moment. It is earned by those who choose discipline over distraction, courage over fear, and purpose over comfort. The world may only notice your victories, but the greatest part of your journey will always happen in the quiet moments when no one is watching. Every early morning, every late night, every sacrifice, every failure, and every setback is shaping you into the person your dreams require. Never allow temporary pain to convince you to abandon a permanent vision. Every challenge carries a lesson, every rejection carries direction, and every difficult season carries the opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Trust that the work you do today, even when it feels invisible, is preparing you for opportunities greater than you can imagine. Keep believing in your purpose, even when the path is lonely and uncertain, because the strongest people are not those who never struggle, but those who never stop moving forward. As you leave today, make one promise to yourself. Refuse to quit. Refuse to let fear make your decisions. Refuse to let comfort steal your future. Keep showing up with faith, determination, and relentless effort, because one day the life you are working so hard to build will become your reality. When that moment arrives, you will understand that success was never created in the spotlight. It was earned in the dark through unwavering discipline, unshakable belief, and the courage to continue when nobody else could see the greatness growing inside you.